Hola a todos, ¿cómo están? Continuando con nuestras entrevistas, hoy me acompaña una invitada muy especial, su nombre es Kelley y es fundadora de una empresa llamada BlueStudios, que también tiene un proyecto NFT y mucho contenido educativo. Entonces vamos a hablar un poco sobre eso. Kelley solamente habla inglés, por lo tanto vamos a hacer una dinámica algo diferente. Vamos a preguntar en español y luego vamos a pasar a traducir lo que ella nos va a compartir. Entonces, ya para empezar, ¿cómo estás, Kelley? Bienvenida. Nice to meet you. I'm happy to be here with you. So,
Yeah,
I, every
happy to be here too.
everyone wants to know who is Kelley and how are you here with a project, NFT project about education? Like, talk to us a little bit about your story.
Yeah, so I try not to ramble on for too long, but hi, I'm Kelly, co-founder and CEO of Blue Studios. So Blue Studios, we're all about bringing families together around content, community, and crypto, just helping to onboard families into the Web3 space and honestly create spaces where families can grow and spend more time together. I started out my career in terms of my background. I have a background in fintech and computer science. Started out my career at Discover Card in consumer card acquisition, and then moved on to companies like American Express and JP Morgan, where I was assistant vice president of digital and product manager for those companies. Was on my way to SVP at JP Morgan, but I am a third generation entrepreneur on both sides of my family. My parents owned a marketing agency and production studio, and I just loved that environment growing up. It was super hands on. I got to use all my parents' equipment and technology, sometimes to their dismay, but it helped me learn how to code. And I also learned a lot about graphic design, media, and it's just something that really stayed with me. And so, for me, when I was on track, in corporate, I enjoyed corporate, but I really wanted to use my fintech background and my computer science background to just do my small part in making the world a better place. Really wanted to bring families together with content, community, and honestly, also helping them, get incentives that would help them learn how to, engage in family wealth management as well. After that, started my first ed tech company. Started with the young ones. So I focus on pre K through fifth grade STEM ed. Started that with my mom actually, and I was able to build that business. Get our company into tons of schools across the globe, and that was when I met my co-founder, and from who previously worked at JP Morgan as well. And he was also kind of similar to me in that he has a background where he started out at Disney, then went on to investment banking, also taught at the graduate school level in terms of macro, microeconomics, but he also had a big passion for filmmaking, big passion for education, sold films to networks like HBO. And so we both came together and wanted to start with building an audience of families first because we wanted to build trust with families, right? And so when we did that, we started our streaming platform, Blue Studios, and we started it right before the pandemic. And so we were right on time because the pandemic hit. And, tons of families look to us for, just filling in that gap, not only around like education, but just like quality edutainment, right? Like fun content that kids and families can enjoy together. And from that, we both being technical folks, we loved the Web3 and NFT space. We got in early. My co-founder also back in the day also owned Bitcoin ATMs, so he knew all about Bitcoin and Web3 and crypto. And we just saw the rise of NFTs as just a really great community building tool. Even for families, we really believe that there were a lot more families in the space and parents in the space than that were kind of hiding out in corners, and we really wanted to bring them out. and also show that we can provide a lot of utility for families in the Web3 space. So we launched our first NFT project with Bella the Blue Bot, who is to us
Yes.
like our Mickey Mouse.
We're going
And
to stop there. Then we're going to
mhm,
jump into Blue Studios project and Bella the Blue Bot robot.
yeah,
I'm going to translate the first part because
okay.
then I will
Sorry,
forget.
that's a lot of content.
Bueno, miren, les comento. Kelly nos acaba de comentar muchas cosas interesantes sobre cómo empezó. Primero, ella tiene un background, una experiencia en todo lo que son ciencias de la computación y también tiene experiencia antes en el mundo corporativo, tuvo experiencia trabajando en JP Morgan y luego de eso siempre ha tenido el anhelo de poder dar algo a la comunidad, especialmente a las familias. Entonces trata de conectar y de combinar su experiencia en ciencias de la computación con el espíritu de querer conectar familias y a la vez sus padres son propietarios de una agencia de marketing y producción audiovisual. Entonces, en ese proceso, ella le encanta todo ese ambiente, usa muchos de los recursos que cuentan sus padres para hacer estas producciones y así fue como fue migrando un poco ya al lado más emprendedor, porque es parte de la tercera generación de emprendedores en su familia. Entonces, ya con esta idea de emprender algo, comenzó su propio proyecto, conoció a quien es también él, digamos, su socio de negocios, que también tuvo experiencia trabajando en JP Morgan y también tiene experiencia con HBO, con Disney y tienen algo en común. Ambos aman mucho la producción audiovisual, todo lo que sea que conecte y cuente historias, que conecte sobre todo con las familias. Y eso es algo que han encontrado en común y es por eso que ahora están impulsando este nuevo proyecto. Lo están llevando a cabo no solamente con algo tal vez sin experiencia, no, sino tienen mucha experiencia detrás. Tanto Kelly como su socio tienen mucha experiencia y su socio también nos comenta que Kelly tiene experiencia con todo el mundo cripto, con Bitcoin. Entonces, ellos han combinado esas habilidades para poder crear este proyecto. Now, Kelly, tell us a little bit more about your new project that you started to talk
Mhm.
about that.
Yeah. So again, like I mentioned, just saw the NFT and Web3 community as a great community building tool. Just because, as a membership tool, NFTs seem like a really way to align incentives to your community where both the creator and the community wins together. And so we decided to launch our NFT project with Bella the Blue Bot, who we see as our Mickey Mouse. And the reason why we developed the NFT project around Bella the Blue Bot is because when we were doing our classes on the platform, we realized that our 3D animated classes had way higher engagement than some of our just kind of live teacher classes, right? And so one of the things that we wanted to do was actually bring Bella and more of our 3D characters to more families and communities, and also share our work in progress with our animated series, our content, etc., and just get a really active community excited around it. And so that's why we launched that NFT project. We marketed it as a family friendly NFT project, which very few NFT projects at the time were doing. And we were just surprised with just the response of the community around it, and how many we knew there were parents out there, but we didn't know how many parents were looking for something like this as a way to spend time with their kids, like NFTs. Like a lot of parents see NFTs as a way to like not only teach their kids about like this new type of this new internet, but they see it as kind of like a financial literacy tool, and they also see it as a way to spend time with their kids.
That's wonderful. Ok, ahora vamos a empezar con lo siguiente. Antes me olvidé de comentar que Blue Studios comenzó este proyecto antes de la pandemia. Cuando llegó era como súper natural porque muchos padres comenzaban a contactarlos con el propósito de querer buscar un poco más de formación. Recuerden que con la pandemia todo se volvió online, digital, y ellos ya comenzaban a crear estos proyectos. Entonces, se han dado cuenta en su experiencia que los contenidos que eran enseñados de forma didáctica, por ejemplo en 3D, tenían mucha más interacción e interés, porque contaban con modo de historia, era mucho más divertido. Entonces ellos quisieron usar eso para su personaje, que es el equivalente a su propio Mickey Mouse, como nos dijo Kelly, que es Bella the Blue Bot. En español sería como Bella la robot azul. Entonces, ella y su socio usaron este personaje, inspirándose mucho en crear su propio Mickey Mouse, junto con todo el universo, darle un formato NFT con esta nueva ola de Web3 y NFTs, para poder hacer de este proyecto un proyecto familiar, orientado a las familias. Y yo he sido testigo del lanzamiento. Cuando ellos se lanzaron, fue totalmente una marca apto para las familias. Y fueron uno de los primeros en tener estos conceptos. Y no solamente eso, sino que todos sus contenidos están hechos en 3D de forma interactiva, con el propósito, como dice Kelly, de que los padres ahora no solamente buscan enseñarle a sus hijos el nuevo Internet, que es Web3, sino también quieren colaborar, compartir con ellos y aprender junto a ellos. Y eso es lo que tratan de hacer, de unir y conectar a las familias. That's great, Kelly. And another thing that we would love to know is about the platform. How do you create your content? Because I have a Bella the Blue Bot too, and I enjoy it so much. I use every time that I can as a virtual teacher. I use your free video explaining what is blockchain. That is the
Mm.
best and easiest video, and super simple to understand a blockchain
Aw,
only watching that video. So I
yeah,
capture the spirit there. Everything, if you see, you learn something at the end. And you
yeah,
are talking about topics that are super new or people don't know much about it, and you are explaining even to kids complex
yeah.
things, right? Like a blockchain to a 10-year-old, and they can understand. So explain us a little bit about that process.
Yeah, I mean, the way that we've designed Blue Studios content comes from, me and my co-founder's background in production, and just content creation, but also we applied a computer science kind of mindset to making sure that we're able to create a lot of high quality content, that's relevant, that's up to date, but also is, has a 3D animation technology that kids have become accustomed to. So one of the things that we did was really focus on before we started building Blue Studios was like, how can we create content as fast, as cost effective as possible? Because we want to make sure we're providing a cost effective experience to families. But again, we use high quality motion capture technology in order to do that, which ends up saving our customers a lot of money. So we basically have this huge, for lack of better words, decentralized group of creators across the globe. So we're able to tap into actors and artists who have worked at places like Netflix, Disney, Nat Geo, etc., who are able to record asynchronously across the globe. We're able to do the quality check around it, and then we're able to get it into post production. And so we're able to create, hundreds or up to thousands of classes each month, with this system, and we do it in such a seamless way, and we make sure that there's lots of resources for families, like pre and post discussion guides and worksheets and things like that, so that families can take that 15 minutes and make it as meaningful as possible for them.
Just to be clear, you use
Mhm.
real people and motion technology to create your videos?
Yes,
Oh my
that is
God.
what we use. Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that. That's
Yeah.
a background story that I didn't know.
Mhm.
Básicamente, Kelly nos acaba de comentar que todo el contenido que organizan, porque esa era la pregunta, ¿cómo es que van creando estos contenidos en 3D para enseñar sobre temas de STEM, por ejemplo, blockchain, cómo crear contratos inteligentes y edades tan cortas como 4 años hasta los 18 años. Entonces, Kelley nos dice que junto con su socio tienen mucha experiencia en lo que es producción y creación de contenidos. Y ellos lo que
Mhm.
hacen es tratar de hacer que toda la producción de contenido sea lo más eficiente posible. Y para hacer esto usan también actores que están en diferentes lugares y graban de forma asíncrona. Y después tratan de hacer la producción y de esta forma sacan los contenidos. ¿Right, Kelly? You
Mhm.
understand Spanish or no?
A little bit, a little bit. I told you my mom
Yeah, yeah.
speaks it, but she didn't teach me.
Yeah, that's great. And y una cosa también, que parte de los contenidos no solamente son en video, sino también vienen acompañados de hojas de trabajo, por ejemplo, para que no solamente uno observe el contenido, sino también podamos accionar, y al accionar podamos practicar. So, Kelly, the next question is, you are using a lot something called um, learn and earn concept, right?
Mhm.
So
Yeah.
explain us a little bit and why it's important for education. Like, did you believe in this concept to
Mhm.
learn something new? And share a little bit about that.
Yeah, so when we first started Blue Studios, we always actually wanted to give kids and families, incentives to earn and learn. So we initially thought it was going to be fractional shares of stock. But then, with the Web3 movement and NFTs, we just saw a more evolved way of doing that. And one that aligns with, the future of everything being on the blockchain. So we love Learn to Earn because it allows families to come together around content and projects. So like you said, they can come around learning around the blockchain or learning, why do my hands get wrinkled when they're in water too long. And so we're encouraging people to learn something new every single day and giving them rewards, within a prize pool for doing so. And we've seen so much engagement go through the roof with Learn to Earn, but also we're just surprised of how many people love learning together and sharing in their successes every single day. So it's been so rewarding seeing all the things that people are learning on our platform and how they're sharing it with the world.
And what exactly are they earning? If you can go more in
Yeah.
detail with that.
Yeah, so we have a daily prize pool, and what happens is they can it's up to parents, obviously, if they want to post their projects of their children on Twitter, but they have to post that project. They have to tag us and tag hashtag Bella Challenge, and then they're able to be entered into a daily prize pool, and we're able to actually provide. ETH and other crypto rewards every single day. So we have families receiving this every single day.
Wow, la pregunta que continuaba era enfocada mucho en un concepto que están usando y que me parece muy innovador, que es la habilidad que uno puede tener para ganar y aprender. Es un concepto que están usando mucho en este proyecto, que consiste en realizar diversos proyectos y actividades para ganar una recompensa. En este caso, no solamente para incentivar a los mismos estudiantes o los niños o jóvenes, sino también a que colaboren junto con sus padres y sea una actividad que puedan hacer en familia. ¿Y cómo funciona? Hay retos que lanzan constantemente. Si uno hace el proyecto que indican, puedes luego en Twitter compartir previa autorización del padre antes de publicar algo de proyectos usando el hashtag Bella Challenge, right? The hashtag
Hmm.
Bella
Yes,
Challenge.
exactly.
Pueden buscarlo en Twitter, el hashtag Bella Challenge, para ver todos los proyectos que las familias están colocando. Y como recompensa, Kelley nos acaba de compartir que tienen un pool o una especie de fondos para poder brindar recompensas a los que desarrollan el challenge y pueden ganar, que puede ser en Ethereum, que es una criptomoneda, o en otras criptomonedas también. That's great, Kelley. And I would love to ask you a little bit more the side of education. Like, what is your vision for education with Web3 and
Yeah.
why you are doing this?
Yeah. I just see a world where, I think the challenge with education is that education is going to have to continue to fight with the attention of families and children. If a child is deciding whether to watch Nat Geo or play Fortnite, it's kind of a hard, choice that a lot of kids and families are making. And so for us, it's all about fighting for the attention of kids and providing them with just like high quality incentives to continue to learn and explore and challenge themselves. And we think that's a way that you have this like decentralized, I think decentralization, but also like Web3 incentives are so key in doing that. For example, one of the things that we're also launching in a week or two is our proof of learning protocol experience. And the way that we've designed it is so that not only kids can, earn and learn on a digital platform, but for example, we want to make sure that kids and families are getting out into the world and learning as well. So they can go to a museum, or we have a challenge where they go to 5 museums in their area, they take pictures and they're able to mint those experiences and unlock cool things with AR and VR. And so we're just trying to make it so that families spend quality time together and just really challenge themselves and learn and explore together.
Wow, you just described the future of education. Um, la pregunta era, ¿cuál era su visión sobre el tema educativo y Web3? ¿No? ¿Y qué se puede notar de evolución? Y Kelly nos acaba de comentar que para ella es el mundo descentralizado, es la habilidad de poder eh, luchar también en parte con la atención de los niños, de los estudiantes.
Mm,
Y porque uno tiene la opción al día de hoy de o juegas un videojuego como Fortnite o estás aprendiendo algo nuevo, ¿no? Entonces ellos tratan de que en su plataforma los estudiantes puedan aprender algo nuevo, pero de una forma didáctica, de una forma que de verdad les cause una transformación, que puedan aplicarlo y no solamente a través de las recompensas, que es algo que allá hemos comentado que le llamamos el gana o aprende para ganar, sería en español el concepto, sino también con algo que van a lanzar nuevo, que es algo nuevo en su proyecto, que es también dar experiencias, por ejemplo, visitar museos, y tener luego una recompensa, por ejemplo, con contenido en VR, que es de realidad aumentada. Poder explorar el mundo bueno, incentivar esa creatividad y curiosidad y poder continuar uniendo a las familias. Y Kelly, what is your advice for teachers who are just exploring this space and they are watching you and feeling that this is the right path, but they don't know how to start? And
yeah.
what is your advice for them?
Yeah, I mean, one of the things that we really try to do, since we're really a big believer in onboarding into Web3, is, we try to create a safe community where you can ask those quote unquote stupid questions, right? And connect with others. Because one of the things that I've, heard, and, I do a weekly Twitter spaces as well, when you talk to people about getting into the space, the most important thing you can do is just find a group or a tribe where you guys can learn together and bounce ideas off of each other and, also keep each other safe in this space as well. So that's what I would recommend, is like looking for other educators in the space. You can always hang out with us here at Blue Studios as well. But definitely find your tribe and help them. And then you guys work together to do your own research and figure and navigate it together. But I would say, like, take your time. Don't worry about missing out. NFTs can have a lot of, and Web3 can feel like there's a lot of FOMO in the space. So it's fine if if you take time to learn and kind of dip your toes in, it's fine to take it slow as well.
La pregunta para Kelley era, ¿cuál era el consejo que puede dar a otros docentes, profesores, personas que se dedican al aprendizaje? Y ella nos comenta que es importante encontrar un grupo de personas para poder aprender, comunidades, y algo que nos brinda el mundo descentralizado de Web3 es eso. Por ejemplo, tenemos el Discord de BlueStudios, ellos tienen un Discord. Kelley también hace Twitter Spaces frecuentemente, entrevistando a muchas personas para enseñar abiertamente un poco más de este tema. Y si es que quieres empezar, pero aún no sabes, el primer paso es la educación, que encuentres a un grupo que te pueda enseñar en un espacio seguro y que también, sobre todo, puedas tener la paciencia de no entrar en el FOMO. Es una palabra que se usa en el mundo Web3 y NFT, que en inglés significa Fear of Missing Out, y en español sería como miedo de perder la oportunidad, ¿no? A veces nos apuramos, queremos capturar la oportunidad, tener esa chance y nos apresuramos sin investigar, sin educarnos. Entonces Kelley nos dice, tengan paciencia, vayan paso a paso, aprendan poco a poco en una comunidad donde se sientan en un espacio seguro de aprender. And that's great, Kelley. And thank you so much for your time. It was super fun to do this interview, and I'm happy to interview you, to be honest. It was something I was
Oh,
looking
thank
for
you.
for a long time.
Yeah, thank you for being such a great supporter of Blue Studios and spreading the word about us, across the globe. So, yeah, thank you so much for being a token holder, and can't wait for your little one to get on the platform as
Yeah,
well.
me too.
Yeah.
Muy bien, entonces debajo del video en la descripción van a encontrar el sitio web del proyecto BlueStudios, en Twitter también para que puedan seguir a Kelley en redes sociales y el enlace a Discord para que si quieren empezar puedan comenzar y unirse a Discord y aprender un poco más sobre Web3 y en educación, que este proyecto a mí me tiene fascinada por toda la tecnología y la innovación que están usando. Gracias y nos vemos en un próximo episodio. Thank you, Kelley. Bye bye.
Thank you. Bye.